Hello, Talentless Maker here with video 1 of the DeLorean build. So all the parts have been printed off. All look pretty good. So we have some in PLA, we have some in PTEC. I will put the proper name up here. Okay, so some parts need more cleaning than others. This one looks nice and clean. Brake handle needs doing. I'm probably going to chop that off and redo that manually. These parts have come out beautifully, but still needs some sanding. I've done a little trial there. It comes out really smooth. I'm going to turn that down to really smooth. Going to make some changes. The wires here haven't come out so great, so I'm going to clip them off and replace them with real wires. So it's going to be sanded down. These parts are going to be glued together, primed. Well, before that, I'm going to have to mask off all the parts where the lights have come through, because yes, it's going to be lights inside. Yeah, lighting things up. I did lights on the TARDIS, but that was like 2 lights. These are going to be like 10 lights or something like that. So it's going to be headlights. It's going to be the band around the front here. It's going to be the band around the back here. Rear lights, Mr. Fusion, and internally the flux capacitor going to be in there. Some lights up here as well. So all that's going to be my stuff. There's going to be lights in the tyres. So the tyres are going to look like this. Oh, that's the front one, I think. Yeah, there we go. It's going to look like that. There's going to be lights in there. Shiny lights. Yes, what needs to be doing. So the first part is clean up the model. Don't know. Some stringing. Obviously my filament isn't dry enough. I need to replace my dehumidifier in the print cupboard. I'll clean these up. Been primed. Top of the doors, that needs gluing on. Top of the doors, just the orientation. I was Hobson's choice which orientation to print these in. So if I did it in one or the other, we'd have this happening. But that was the smallest surface, so I'll sand, fill that so it'll look nice and smooth. And lots of practice at that in previous builds. This one, just some chaffing on the side here. So that might need to be sanded down and filled. The print quality inside isn't great, but I'll be able to work with that. And the back end in that way. Yeah, back end in that way. That's on the bottom. It's going to be attached to the bottom of the car with magnets. I've bought magnets. Yummy magnets. So I'm going to do some magnetizing. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. This is the stand. So this is going to house the battery compartments. And there's holes up through there for the wires. The holes, I'm not certain, are wide enough. So we're going to have to look at that at some point. Probably before I paint and assemble it. That would be good. So I might actually just separate the holes into positive and negative and run them down into the battery compartment in there. I'm going to have a big think about that one. Because thinking is important. Stay in school and think, kids. So yes, that is my new build. This is the prints. And we're going to magically fade out to Talentless time lapse and me doing stuff. So that's the end of part 1. I've completed the basic paint job on the body. That's looking okay. It's going to be a lot of finishing on that. It's probably the largest masking job I've done on a model, and it's not come out perfect, but it can be cleaned up. So the engine bay is going to be coloured in, painted, but I am pretty damn happy with that silver. That's looking pretty good. Looks like a DeLorean from Back to the Future, which is, I guess, the aim. Also done the undercarriage, basic gunmetal, black wash, silver dry brush. In my wheelhouse, pretty much what I do on everything. Something like that, look good. That'll look the under the body. Get that in there. Which hits in there. And it's going to do that. It's going to look pretty good. Pretty good indeed. There you go. So down the control panel, the back, flux capacitor. When I finish this off, when I do the final weathering pass, I'm going to do the flux capacitor. I've not decided exactly how I'm going to do it. All the switches and stuff are all going to be lit. So that's going to go in here. Look fit. In there like that. Cool. That's gonna look so good. Special lights here, lights here, lights here. The flux capacitor is going to be lit. Like that. And also the wheels and tires are done. So they're going to be see-through, transparent, see-through, transparent here. So there's going to be a light popped in there, a blue one. And these are going to go here. And that. They're looking good. They're looking good. Yeah. So pretty happy how things are going. This model has been fighting me pretty much every step of the way. Printed in the new material, so I had to learn its little foibles. Also the black paint, I've used an automotive paint and didn't leave it to cure long enough, so I've got a thumbprint there and down here, and the bottom's picked up some detritus, so I'm just gonna sand that back a little and do another coat, probably with brush paint. You can see that fingerprint. Not leaving that on. Someone might think I've committed a crime. Some people might think I already have committed a crime. But there we go. That's part 1 in the bag. It's part 2. It's going to be all these bits. So it's the cockpit interior, seats, doors, steering wheel, many flux capacitors. Or is it fluxus capacitor? I don't know. I've got a few of them, so I think I printed 4 out, so I can do some different bits and bats. Let's stick in there. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, it's going to be part 2. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. Seems to make a difference, I think. I don't know.